Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Continue to read Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 24, Text 5. Worshipping Govardhana Hill. Udasinah. Should we wait for screen? Okay, it's easy Sanskrit, so I think that all can follow. Arivat Varjyaha Atmavat Suhrit Uchyate. It's a very short verse. 2 lines only, 2 padas. Fifth. Next one. Yeah. Udasinorivad Varjya Atmavat Suhrit Uchyate. Udasinorivat Varjya Atmavat Suhrit Uchyate. Udasinorivad Varjya Atmavat Suhrit Uchyate. Udasinorivat Varjya Atmavat Suhrit Uchyate. Matajis. Udasinorivad Varjya Atmavat Suhrit Uchyate. Udasina, one who is indifferent. Arivat, just like an enemy. Varjya is to be avoided. Atmavat, like one's own self. Suhrit, a friend. Uchyate is said to be. Translation and commentary by disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shiva Prabhupada. One who is neutral may be avoided like an enemy, but a friend should be considered like one's own self. Purport. Even if Nanda Maharaja didn't see friends, enemies, and neutral parties as entirely equal, Lord Krishna, being Nanda Maharaja's son, was certainly a most trustworthy friend and should therefore not be left out of the intimate discussions. In other words, Nanda Maharaja might have thought that as a householder, he could not act on the highest saintly platform, and thus Lord Krishna furnished additional reasons why his father should trust him and reveal the entire purpose of the sacrifice. According to Shiva Jiva Goswami, Nanda Maharaja stood silent, doubting his position of parental aloofness, since Gargamuni had predicted that his son would be equal to Narayana in his qualities. And the young boy had already conquered and killed many powerful demons. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vikasa Swamin Ichinmine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Ichinmine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Udasino Rivadvarjya Atmavad Suhrit Uchyate. One who is neutral may be avoided like an enemy, but a friend should be considered like one's own self. So actually it's a part of the previous verse, but Acharyas tells us that it should be divided, because in previous verse there's a different thought which Krishna expressed to Nanda Maharaj, and yesterday we've been spoken on this, that Krishna is trying to convince his father, please reveal to me what's going on here. And I mean, it's common picture. A child comes to the father and asks, like, Father, what's going on here? And if something really complex is going on, then father should consider that maybe I'm better not to spend money, not to spend time to trying to describe this to this boy, because anyway he will not understand. So it looks like that. So seeing this, Krishna was convincing Nanda Maharaj, and first argument which he spoke in previous words was that you're a saintly person, and saintly person should see everyone as equal. So you also should treat me equally as, you should tell this to me. Don't be judgmental that I'm a small boy and therefore I'm less intelligent, something like this. But Nanda Maharaj, he considered himself not a saintly person. And then he proposed this next argument that, okay, if you're not a saintly person, then on material level, if you're dealing with someone who is neutral, then to that kind of person, you should not reveal some secret things or what is going on in your mind. But to someone who is a friend, Suhrit, you should treat him as your own self. You should tell everything to him. So I'm such a person. I'm your son, and son considered more. He's like a Suhrit. He's continuation of the body of the father, and he's a representative of the father, and father should tell everything what is in his mind to the son. So first, it's like in Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna was explaining in the second chapter, he was defeating different arguments of Arjuna. First, he started from highest platform, that we are all souls, we are not the bodies, and anyway, Drona, Bhishma, they will not die, they will continue to live. But then he slowed down and come to the lower platform. He started to explain from material point of view that, okay, even if you think that you are Kshatriya, you think that you are the body, but still, as a Kshatriya, you will not get any success. You will not get any kirti, any honor you will not get, because you will act like a eunuch. So here also, first Krishna was telling from the highest platform, and then spiritual platform, and then in this verse he spoke a kind of moral niti, which Chanakya Pandit, he compiled the whole book on that matter, how we should interact in material affairs between each other in material world, and yeah, how we should. And usually devotees, it's a common problem that devotee consider that they above all rules and regulations, that they should not follow any. And from one point of view, it's true, because Tyaktva svadharmam charanam bhujam harer sarvadharman parityaja, a lot of statements in Shastras which shows us that bhakti is above all mundane rules and regulation, and devotee ultimately should not follow any moral rules he cannot follow. But also, as Baladeva Vidyabhushana explains in his commentary to Bhagavad Gita, he gives 3 levels of devotees, those who, it's Svanishtha, Parinishta, and Nirapeksha. He explains that Svanishtha is those devotees who mainly focuses on material duties, on Varnashrama Dharma, and Bhakti is not in the focus for them. That's why mainly they follow all these rituals, because the more person, how to say, if distance between person and Krishna is big, the more this distance is, then the more rituals and rules we have to follow in material world. The less distances, then less rules and regulations is required, because it pertains to our temporary position. It connects all these rules with our body, not with ours and as a soul. So first level is Svanishta, means that devotee, he mainly focuses on his material activities, and some bhakti is added. And next level is Parinishta, means that main focus is bhakti, and devotee also follows all these moral rules and material duties of Varnashrama as a duty to show others how they should act in this world. So he is not dependent on this. He is dependent fully on Krishna, fully on bhakti, but he shows this as an example how he interacts with others in this world. And last level is Nirapeksha. He is completely aloof from all material dealings. It's kind of avaduta. He is fully concentrated on Shravanam Kirtanam, on Bhagavata Dharma, and he is not, I mean, for ordinary people, he is acting as a kind of madman, you can say. So Srila Prabhupada was seeing his movement as a movement of Parinishta devotees, means those who put Krishna Bhakti in the center of their life and also follow these Varnashrama rules, these rules for conduct between people in society. That means, it's what I want to say, that it means that it's for everyone in ISKCON. Sadhana is the same, because sometimes it's said that there are some notions that like for sannyasis, for brahmacharis, there is one sadhana, like for grihasthas is another. They can be more like kind of loose, but everyone should come to this platform of Parinishta, means that focus on Mangalarati, on chanting of your rounds, on Bhagavata Katha, worshiping the deities, distributing books, all this kind of angas in devotional service. That should be primary activity for every member of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Otherwise, what we will have is that all this, how to say, we will be dependent on something which is temporary, material, and we will not remember that Krishna we will not remember Krishna. So, because that's the whole point. Sahanis tat mahachitram samoha sacha vibramaha yan muhurtam kshanam vapi vasudevah na kirtayet. It's very unnatural for us to not remember Krishna. It's said that it's a very big loss, it's a very big fault, it's anomaly, it's something very strange if somebody even for a moment doesn't remember Krishna. So if we stick to this position that bhakti is something which I will do later, or my material duties is more important than my devotional service, it means that I will never come to that platform where I can surrender to Krishna and I can, really do something valuable in the service to Shiva Prabhupada, because it's said that our progress in devotional service is what is the word? Gradual. But that graduality attains when we fully apply it ourselves. If we think that I will gradually progress, so that's the, hint. If my consciousness is like that, that I will gradually progress, then I will not progress. But if I will think that I will throw myself fully to Krishna, then only I will gradually progress. So here different kind of relationships is described in this verse. It's basic one, we can say it's udasina, it's those who is indifferent or neutral, is ari, means enemy, and suhrit, a friend. So there's a different kinds of so neutral, Acharyas explains that means those who a friend of my enemy, or those who are neither a friend nor an enemy to me. That's called neutral. And to such kind of person, we should not tell what is in our heart, what is our intentions, because it can be misused. This person, we don't know what he will do with such kind of knowledge. But with those who are friends, suhrit, we should deal as he is our own self. It corresponds with the line of another verse which Srila Prabhupada often quotes, Atmavat Sarva Bhutishu, from Chanakya Niti. Means that we should behave with every living entity as with our own self. And mainly Srila Prabhupada quoted this in regard to ahimsa and animal killing. He was telling that everyone should think that if someone will pinch me in one lecture, he tells that if someone will cut off my throat, then we will be happy or not. No, definitely. But then why you do this with poor animal? Means that Panditaha, or learned person in Vedic society, he should behave with others in a way as he wants that others will behave with him, because it's based on basic law of karma, that how you will interact with the others, that's how that's what will you get in return in the future. And nowadays, because it's different varieties also of relationships, these friendly relationships, like there are mitra, bandhu, suhrit, so it's different kind of closeness to the person. And in modern society nowadays, people, they don't know what it is to be a friend, because now they introduce this. I mean, even previously it was becoming more and more impersonal, and society is constructed in such a way that people cannot spend time, and they not taught how to be a friend, how to build the relationships with each others. The distance between each other became more and more. Like now, all kids with the smartphones, laptops from the very childhood, and they don't know how to interact with the real person. That's the problem which even materialists recently observed, and they start to, all these so-called scientists start to tell that better not to give smartphones to a child. But still, it's kind of voice in the desert, because mainstream still goes on, and latest news is that they introduced this AI feature, and what they recently did they made the toys, kind of beer toys or dolls, which is a small robot actually, which can walk, can do something, and inside this AI, so he can interact with the child. And the idea was that we will give it to the child, it will speak with the child, he will spend time nicely, everything will be okay. It was recently, maybe a month or two ago, like this fresh news. But then they discovered that these small cute toys was telling to the child, like if child would ask, where is the knife? And then this small cute teddy bear would go with him on the kitchen and show, that's the knife. And all these kind of things, like some like sexual kind of things, also these cute boys, they would tell to the innocent child. And then this company, immediately when this come up to the news, they closed all this production. But it will go on. I mean, because now they making these robots, which is dancing like a real people, and soon these robots on the West, in the China, they already here and there. People have it in their houses. They help with them with cleaning, this, that. It means that people in general, they will become more and more distant from each other, from the real interaction. And all these meanings in the Vedic culture is very, as I said, is very big specter of relationships. People knew how to deal with different kind of persons. With this, with this person, this distance, with this distance, it's the whole science. But now people, they don't know anything how to do this kind of things, how to discriminate, how to understand, and only Srila Prabhupada's books and those who still have this culture, mainly it's in India, people, they can teach other world, because on the West it's a mess. Like one more invention on the West, which is they did recently, is that also connected with AI. AI, it's a very, very demoniac, how to say, thing actually. So what they do, they made a program. You just make a video of any person, and then you can continue to interact with this person through this AI app, even if he leaves the body. So that's the whole point. You make a video, make a short 3 minutes video shot of your elderly mother or father or someone who is sick and soon will be dead. And then you just continue with your phone, with your laptop, with this, this, it will look like exactly like this person. It will interact in a way which this program, will force him to act. But the point is that even if your relative or friend will die, it's not a problem. You will continue with this AI. He will, interact, and it's such a, even materialist, a lot of people, they stop to voice up against this kind of feature because it's really horrible. They try to replace the real relationships with the fake relationships. It's just plastic and metal and what is this? That's all. It's not a real person. But nowadays, society, they replace real relationships with these fake metal, plastic relationships. And as a result, now on the West, there is a whole generation. It's called Z generation, Zoomers, they call it, which is completely not functional in society. They cannot, they have a lot of fears. They cannot speak in real between each other. They very shy, you can say. They're very ограниченные. Yeah, they cannot function properly because from the very childhood, it's those who was born in 2010 and onwards, because at that time already all these tablets, smartphones was there, and from the very childhood they was in all this Instagram, all this social media, so they don't know how to interact in real life with each other. It's real problem, and also they're not responsible. They cannot work in the same way as previous generations did, because they thought like that. They just need to, watch in the smartphone, in the laptop, and what they see there, it's all these big people in the social media who gaining money from just recording videos and posting it there. So they have this, it's kind of shresht for them. Like previously it was Arjun for Hanuman, but now it's, I don't know their names, but it's all there in those social medias, and these kids, that's their role model, and they don't know what to do else. So that's real problem. What is the word? Companies they face not right now, when this kind of people, young generation, come to work, they cannot work. They don't want to work. They don't know how to interact between each other. They very upset if someone said to them something not pleasant. So only Krishna consciousness can give real relationships nowadays and give sanity to this society, so-called society, because there is no social interaction. That's the whole point. It's Kali distracts all these connections between the people, and they become just aloof, and that's why a lot of suicides here and there, a lot of murders here and there, because people they don't know what to do with their lives. So many stories was in Russia when from distributors of Srila Prabhupada's books, that they gave a book to some person, and this person was saying to him that I was going to commit suicide, or I was going to do something, some murder or something. And then in discussion between devotee and that person, this person changed his mind. So it's possible only by contact with the devotees, otherwise it's not possible. And we understand that the highest suhrit, the highest friend and actual only friend of every living entity is Krishna, as he said in Bhagavad Gita famously, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. It's a formula of peace. That those who understand this is that he is because all other relationships which we have right now, in which we are dealing, if it's not in Krishna consciousness, if it's not in devotional service, it's all temporary, and it's all at some point of time will finished. Even if it's real close suhrit to us, he shares all our goals, and he helps us, and he is ready to die for us. But still, if it's not in Krishna consciousness, it's all temporary, and it's all moved by egoistic motives, not otherwise. And only Krishna, he's from life to life continue to support us, continue to be with us. Suhrit, he's in our heart. Hridesha Arjuna Tishthati means that he's actually always with us. He's actually the most closest to us as a soul. Yeah, one more point is that why Nanda Maharaja was contemplating on whether he should speak or not to speak. It looks like that, but actually Acharya explains that he was thinking that here in the commentary, because I will read. In other words, Nanda Maharaja might have thought that as a householder he could not act on the highest saintly platform. That stated by one Acharya, but another Acharya explains that actually Nanda Maharaj was thinking, means both are true, it's not that it's contradictory. He states that Nanda Maharaj was thinking that I'm a householder and okay, I'm a saintly person also. I see everyone equal, but as a householder, I should not act as a devotee of the highest level. So that was his kind of problem, you can say, in the mind. So that means that, as we said in the beginning, it's to the same point that devotees, especially grihasthas, they still externally should act considering material affairs, because if we will not do so, then it will be an offense from our side. Dehe gehe cha pandita virakta raktavat tatra nriloki naratam yasit. In 7th chapter, it's 7th canto of the Bhagavatam, Narada speaks to Yudhishthira Maharaj about idea of family life, and he tells that externally householder should act as if he is attached, but internally he should be virakta, he should be detached. But externally raktavat means that all these considerations are there. Who is an enemy, who is my wife, who is my son, who is my friend, who is seller on the street. So he should act accordingly, but internally he should be completely aloof from all these relationships. Yeah, I will stop here. Is there any questions or commentaries? Yeah. Yes, thank you. Grantharaja Srimad Bhagavatam